Have you ever been faced with the daunting realization that you were wrong about the world? Wrong about the way things are, wrong about why they're that way? A few blocks from my house, I came to an intersection where I always turn right, but decided to take a left. I was surprised at how different this neighborhood looked, and it was less than a mile from my house. I noticed little details that raised questions in my mind, like, why is this man just sitting there at 7:30 in the morning drinking? Is he one of those people you hear about who'd rather live off of food stamps than work at a job? And what about these kids? Shouldn't they be getting ready for school? Don't their parents care enough to tell them not to play in the street? How do these people live like this? Where's their self-respect? And what about this kid? Where are his parents? What chance does he have growing up in a place like this? Most of the people I'd seen in this neighborhood started out just like him, and this thought began to chip away at my assumptions. Maybe I was wrong. Something about that experience clung to me, and I began to run through that neighborhood almost every day. I found out that the man I had seen works third shift every night, but he still can't afford to cool his old drafty house. So he sits outside on his front steps and tries to cool down with a cold beer. He hasn't seen his daughter in 2 weeks. She's supposed to stay with him on weekends, but she keeps canceling. And as for the kids playing in the street, their mom has to take 3 different buses to get to her first job. And by the time she gets home from her second job, it's already dark outside. Before I knew it, the curiosity that kept bringing me back to this neighborhood had turned to anger. I was angry at the dad who wasn't there for those kids. I was angry at the crummy little convenience store on the corner that charged twice as much for groceries as the store that I drove to. I was angry at all the systems that were supposed to help these people, but were only driving them deeper into dependence. But most of all, I was angry at myself. These were my neighbors. Stopping to talk with people, I've learned a lot. I found there were people moving into these neighborhoods to simply be good neighbors. Many are developing innovative solutions empowering people to better their own circumstances. Businesses, nonprofits, and churches are beginning to partner with neighborhoods to develop whole communities. They say isolation is what allows poverty to sustain its forceful grip in neighborhoods like this. The more I look around, the more hope I found in others trying to break through the isolation. It's not something that happens overnight, but it is happening.